everyone, this is me in my bedroom, closet, natural habitat, where I sometimes feel a lot of anxiety and sometimes I feel very creative. And if you're not new here, you know I'm doing a no-buy in February and in March, and it's now the end of March. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm doing a no-buy because I think I have a shopping addiction and I bought too much clothes in January, and I keep myself in check, like I keep all of my clothes and how much I wear them and how much I buy in an Excel file. So when I see that my shopping addiction is getting out of hand, I can track it, and I do these no-buy months where I slow my shopping down. But this time I really wanted to give my thoughts and share them because I keep on getting in this routine of buying too much and then having to do a no-buy. And I feel like a shopping addiction can come in various forms, and I feel like a lot of people struggle with it. So I hope this ramble of thoughts will help some people because I have learned a couple of things and I think I need to really capture them so I can come back to this video and maybe other people can come back to this video. So in February and in March I didn't shop for anything, and I still thrift. I don't see a problem with my thrifting habits. When I don't wear something, I just bring it back. And I am somebody who needs a lot of variety. I can get easily bored because when I first got to YouTube, I actually came from a minimalist perspective and I was binging so much minimalist videos, and I was convinced that my life would be better if I lived more minimal. And there was a period where I didn't buy a lot of clothes and I was wearing the same thing over and over. And I got really bored with that. And I heard this quote, which I think you will be familiar with, where it is something about Steve Jobs, that he wore the same thing over and over again and he had less decision fatigue. And that's why he was such a brilliant person. And that quote really got to me. And I don't think it's true anymore. I think it's true for some people. But in fact, if I wear the same thing over and over again, I get really bored. And I feel like if I am creative with my clothes, I can fill my bucket of creativity and be more creative. I can see that you can have decision fatigue, but I also think if you are bored, you will have or are able to make less decisions, if that makes sense. So I figured that I still need a lot of variety and I need to put some creative energy in my closet because it makes me more creative and it makes me want to be more creative. And also when I'm out and I feel bored with my outfit, I am consumed with the idea that I'm not happy with my outfit. And I know that's a superficial idea and I wish I was different, but I tried to change it and it just didn't work. So I know I want to thrift and I can thrift and there is no problem, but I do see a problem with my spending habits and how much I spend on clothing, especially now that I bought a house. It's a very small house and there's lots to do, but you need a lot of money to do things in a house. And when I see and I look at my Excel file, for example, and I see how much I spend on clothes, I do see a problem in the amount of money I spend on clothes. And aside from that, I also see a problem in how much I browse online. Like when there's a sale, for example, I get in this habit of really browsing and checking the site over and over again. So I wanted to wait to make this video on how it was going until there was a sale again at COS because I know that's my weak spot. So there's a sale going on right now and I haven't had a problem yet because I have been doing this thing where I just go to the Excel file, look at things that I have, look at the things that I haven't worn yet but I actually do love. And if that doesn't help, I just go to my closet like here and I try a bunch of things on. I find a lot of combinations that I love. I see what works, what doesn't work, combinations I haven't tried yet. And I really feel that I have a lot of options and I am not bored again, because I feel like when I go browsing, it is out of a sort of boredom, and going to my closet really satisfies that boredom. I want to end this video with a couple of tips when you are struggling with a shopping addiction. I am aware there are many variations of a shopping addiction, and you may not entirely relate with this video or how I am struggling, but I think if you just want to minimize your impact or your spending or just how much you spend or how much you buy, I think these tips will help. So the first one I already gave is just go to your closet and see what you already have. The second tip is the Excel file. I have this Excel file, and whenever I buy something, I put it on there. I write how much it costed me, and then I always track what I wear in a day so I can see how much it cost me per wear. And it really helps seeing what are pieces that you buy that you never wear, or what are pieces that you neglect or you forget but you actually do want to wear more. And then the third is also comparing what you could buy instead. Like, I have a habit of buying clothes and I buy a lot of clothes, but there are other things that I actually want or need more. And when it comes to other purchases, I really compare a lot. Like, recently I bought a table, and before I bought that table, I was searching for so many tables online until I found the perfect one. And now that I got that table, there is no other table that I want more. There is not a table that comes in my ads that I think, oh, I wish I had bought that one. And with clothes, I do have that, because I buy something not really with a lot of thought, and then there comes a better version out, and I will want that variation. So that's something I want to work on and really focus on the things that maybe are not clothes, but I really still want. And that's what I've been doing as well. Like, I never really wanted to buy makeup. I couldn't spend money there, but I actually needed some things. So in March, in the beginning of March, I did buy some things when it comes to makeup, because I know I'm not spending a lot of money on clothes right now. I'm only thrifting, so I can switch that up with things that I want for a long time but just wasn't in habit to buy. So this is a little bit of a long tip, but just compare what you could buy instead. And if you have a habit of buying something over and over, just think of something else, another item. It doesn't have to say that you have to buy that item, but just think that you could buy that instead. So maybe wait a little bit. And waiting another day is another good tip if you want to buy something. Just wait a day, just wait a week, and see if you still want that piece. So I hope this helped, this little ramble. It definitely helped me. And I will see you soon with a clothing DIY video.